like that, and now we do it like this. We did it like that, and now we do it like this.
Yeah. Now clock, kids, who got the cocaine? Don't tell me it's the little kids on Soul Train. The metaphor sent from my brain to my jaw. It comes from other places.
Alright guys, so I just got done listening to Public Enemy's Yo Bum Rush the Stage album, or Bum Rush the Show album. I enjoyed it. Not a whole lot though, if I'm being honest. Like there were a few, like, and I literally mean like a few tracks that I actually like really, enjoyed. And of those, like they weren't really anything crazy either. But like I said, like over and over throughout this reaction series, I feel like a lot of this album and a lot of hip hop from this era specifically is stuff that you had to have just been there when it was fresh, hot, and ready, and just straight off the boat or whatever. I feel like a lot of music from or not a lot of music, but a lot of like hip hop, especially from this era, you just had to be there to really really get the full effect of it. And I mean, as much as I enjoy, some of the tracks on this album, overall, it wasn't really, I can't say like overall it was like an enjoyable experience overall, or else I'd be lying, because it just simply wasn't for me. But that's just because, or at least I feel like because it's a thing where you had to have been there. I say that, or a lot of these tracks, and I do feel like this is a reason as well. I do feel like a lot of these tracks have kind of aged not so well, I mean, they still sound great, and they still definitely captured the sound of 1987 or 88, 87, yeah, 87. They still like captured the sound of hip hop and of that era, but it when you like when you try and listen to it with an open mind, in today's climate, especially with my hip hop knowledge, I've heard songs from 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, and so on and so forth. So I know I know what good production and whatnot sounds like. I know what insane lyricism sounds like. In 1987, people didn't know, who, a rapper named Nas would come out, or, so it's kind of hard to be kind of subjective to stuff like this. But overall, I enjoyed a few tracks from this album. There are definitely a couple of them that I will walk away from this album probably re-listening to. Number 6, Right Starter being one of them for sure. And I might re-listen to it, to be honest, just to maybe have it like as something playing in the background and seeing which tracks stand out. But yeah, that was cool. I guess also I may have been expecting more than what was gonna be what they were gonna deliver. I feel like, because like when I think Public Enemy, I think like just Public Enemy, like Can't Trust It, or shoot, holy smokes, my memory. What is the name of that song? Fight the Power, or something like that. What's the other song? What is the name of it? My memory. But yeah, when I think Public Enemy, I think of like songs like that, just like top tier, hip hop songs with a message, or something like that. But a lot of these songs on this album weren't really like that. It was just more like a lot, or at least I felt a lot of it was kind of more like babbling, if that makes any sense. Like it wasn't like one focused message, per song or anything. It was just kind of like them saying or them rapping on every song, whether as opposed to like some songs just having a message, although some songs did really have a message, but it wasn't like really like a direct streamlined message that one particular song had for the most part. I feel like anything else, I don't know, I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. It was, I don't know, I can't really I can't really say for sure how I feel about this album. Like I definitely didn't really enjoy it. Although there were tracks I enjoyed listening to, I can't say I can't lie and say that like overall as a complete album this was an enjoyable thing to listen to and sit through. It just simply wasn't for me. But that being said, like I said, there were a few tracks that I enjoyed, you know. But yeah. Let's see. Anything else? I'm looking at this stuff. What else? Oh yeah. Regarded as one of hip hop's greatest and most influential records. So I'm curious. Do people? There's no way people consider this their best record, right? No way. I can definitely see this being like an influential record because, like at the time, 1987. I don't know what like you know albums were out, hip hop albums were out around that time. So hold up, this actually be pretty. All right, so basically my microphone muted after I pressed the number one. That's my mute button. So whenever then my mic is muted, and now it's not muted. So yeah, I pressed it, didn't realize it, and yeah, I rambled on for a good 2 minutes and then ended the video. But luckily, I was able to pick up on it, and here we are again. So we're gonna run this back. But basically, what I was saying was that I feel like out of every track on this like list that they have here, the only or album I could see myself probably comparing it to is the BDP Criminal Minded album, just because of kind of what their overall standpoint is when it came to hip hop, and yeah, I could probably see myself comparing it to this album probably, but overall, man, like there were definitely some good tracks on this album that I can definitely walk away from and just enjoy, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It was I don't know. Maybe re-listening to it, it'll grow on me. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely also want to say that I do appreciate, what Public Enemy did and meant for hip hop. Just, them kind of being part of that, group to kind of push consciousness into hip hop more. I definitely appreciate them for that. I definitely got mad respect for them for that. But yeah, I mean, this album just wasn't. I don't know. I just wasn't really feeling it, and hopefully, people can kind of understand where I'm coming from when I say that. Cause like I feel like a lot of times, whenever like I don't like something, people would just automatically assume that, or just jump to the conclusion that I don't know music, I have no music taste. What else did they say? Oh yeah, and the classic, it's better than what's on the radio nowadays. That classic line. I mean, which is true, but then you're just assuming that I listen to music on the radio nowadays, which I don't. But yeah, I already see those comments coming. I can see them. I see them coming right now. But yeah, I mean, I could maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like more than anything, it's definitely one of those things where you had to have been there in the moment when it dropped, and just hearing how fresh and different it sounded, compared to other hip hop, like this album, the Paid in Full album, or LL Cool J's album, or Ice-T's album. Maybe that was like the overall just kind of thing with this album, like it sounded different. I don't know, because I wasn't alive then, but from my perspective, just especially after, I feel like a lot of people don't realize this too, but especially after hearing something for the first time, like going back in time, especially in hip hop, and after I've heard so many hip hop records and albums and artists, it's like I don't know, it's like I don't want to say like bad, but it's like it's hard to reverse my mind to like accept that this is like something good for that year, if that makes any sense. Like it's like I've listened to countless records that have been that have amazing production, samples, and so it's kind of, I don't know, it's always just kind of interesting to do that. But I think overall, like to begin with, excuse my voice, I'm not really a huge fan when it comes to like a lot of 80s hip hop in general. I feel like a lot of y'all probably know this, but I'm not like the hugest fan, but there are a lot of songs I really do enjoy from that era of hip hop, but I'm not like, the hugest fan. Like 9 times out of 10, or half of the time I feel like, it'll be a good song, then half the time I feel like I'm not really feeling it, and, it goes back and forth. But, yeah, that was Public Enemies, Yo Bum Rush the Show album. And if you guys enjoyed the review and the reactions, make sure you smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. That being said, much love, stay safe, and peace out.